Welcome to the CrossFit Max podcast.
What is going on, team? And thank you for tuning in. Coach, what do you eat? Do you track your calories? How much macronutrients are you eating? What supplements are you taking? These are questions I get asked all the time. So in this episode, we're going to go through what Coach Susie and Coach Brandon eat on a day-to-day basis. So we hope you enjoy. Make sure you give us a rating and a review, and let's get to it. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. What's up, guys?
Welcome back
to another episode of the CrossFit Max podcast with your two favorite hosts,
Susie,
Suzanne, and Coach B.
Brandon.
I started this podcast hoping that I was going to have some caffeine because I need some caffeine right now.
Oh.
But it was very sad. Got to the gym. Susie had a nice coffee in her hand, and I said, you know what? I'll grab a Ghost energy drink. And we got here, and someone took it. Someone took the last one. So you, whoever's listening right now,
just ruined
one of you listeners,
entire day.
This podcast is not going to be nearly as good.
Thanks to you.
Thanks to you. We don't know who you are, but we will find you.
We will kill you.
No, I'm just kidding.
We'll just charge you for your Ghost energy drink.
We sure will. But that being said, banter topic. We've had the great fortune of looking over a doggy for the last couple weeks.
Oh, it's the best.
We've missed having a dog for sure. And Alexa and Frank, our two awesome clients and friends, and I guess also little Felix, went on a beautiful trip to Italy for 3 and a bit weeks.
3 weeks, yeah.
3-ish weeks. And
it's too bad they didn't go longer.
And we offered to dog sit for them. They have a wonderful golden doodle, little Riley. She is 5 years old.
I think so.
4 or 5 years old, somewhere around there. And she's been absolutely wonderful to be dog sitting. Susie, how's it been for you to feel like we got a dog back in the house?
I love it. I really am. I was put on this earth to be a dog mom.
I don't know if people are going to understand that inside joke, but if you've been listening to the podcast for a long time, Susie said that about just being a mother.
Yeah, turns out I was confused. I was not put on this earth to mother, although I'll do that. But I was put on this earth to dog mother. No, I feel like I'm a good dog owner. Like, I like walking, so I walk the dog a lot. What?
That's what makes a good dog mom. Lots of walks. It's true.
I feel like
that's more than half the battle right there.
Riley is tired. Riley's the name of the dog we're babysitting. Mm-hmm. And like, she looks at me sometimes mid-walk and I'm like, girl, we're still going. Like this morning, I was like, could you walk faster? Like, mommy's getting steps in. She's not used to it, I don't think.
I miss having a dog.
I love having a dog. She snuggles with us in bed the whole night.
She's also very well trained and
she's
overall
a super good dog.
Chill dog, because Alexa and Frank have their little one, Felix, who's pretty much the same age as Tommy. Then she's really well trained with the baby as well. Yeah,
Thomas loves her. He's very curious. He did say dog for the first time yesterday, so that's a new word in his vocabulary.
Kind of yelled it too.
Yeah, he was like, dog! And I was like, nice, nailed it, buddy. No, honestly, I'm really, really enjoying it. I will say it doesn't make me want to get a dog. Mm-hmm. Do you agree? I just want Max back.
Yeah.
Sad.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you on that. Just because our lives are so overwhelming right now sometimes that...
Yeah, we're just busy. I don't think we have the bandwidth for a dog.
Mm-hmm. And Riley is super well behaved, but anytime you get a new dog, I would love to get a puppy to start, because rescuing.
Same.
I know there's really big pros to rescuing a dog, and it's a good deed, but I feel like it's really
Doesn't
hard
work for
to
our
train.
family.
Yeah, it's really hard to train a rescue dog. So I would want to get a puppy, and then puppies are just a lot of work, and
Yeah,
we
it
don't
takes like
know.
a good 2-3 years to get them to where you want them to be, and we just don't have the bandwidth to put in the work required to have a well-trained dog.
Yeah, and we don't know the size of our family that's going to be.
Yeah, I think
So-
we're just we will be dog owners again, but it's kind of on pause until we've kind of finished growing our family and we're more established. Maybe we have a house with a backyard would be nice.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I'm really enjoying dog sitting. Like anytime Alexa and Frank go away, I would love to have Riley again. Like it's been so nice.
It's also been pretty good for allergies.
It hasn't been too bad. My allergies have been fine, which is good because she's like a mix with a poodle. So I guess she's more hypoallergenic. There's not a ton of fur. So it is, no, and honestly, it's been a really, really, really nice. But it does also remind me, like, it's nice also for the routine of our lives not having a dog.
Yeah.
No, like it just, you don't have to stress about like, oh, I need to get home and make sure to let her out or whatever. If it's pouring rain like it was yesterday, it's like, oh, well, I still have to go outside.
Yep. But it's been good to go for those long walks, get the extra steps in and stuff. So
Yeah.
yeah.
That
And it's
part I'm
also
loving.
really
it.
good companionship as well, like having that.
I know. She was scared of the lightning the other day. She just sat on my
She was
lap.
on you.
She was fully in my lap for like a good 2 hours while Thomas was napping, and it was so good. Like I never wanted her to leave.
Mm-hmm. She's freaking cute.
She's great.
Anyways,
So
quick banter topic.
we will get a dog, but not now.
Yeah.
But if you have a really nice, well-trained dog and you're going on vacation and you want a dog sitter, Brandon and I are up for the challenge.
Yeah, I'm just not sure about your allergies though.
That's why it needs to be a really nice, well-trained dog that's mixed with a poodle. And is named Riley.
And his name Riley.
Yeah. If those are the criterias, then we're up for dog sitting anytime.
I just want to get a golden again.
I know.
Cute little golden retriever. God, they're
There's
the freaking
nothing
best.
cuter than a golden retriever.
Those
Like
freaking-
I will say, like I love Riley so much, but she's not like the most aesthetically pleasing dog.
Oh,
Alexa and
no.
Frank are gonna be like so triggered. She's got the best personality, you know?
10 on 10 dog. 6 on 10 looks.
I think it's just because like Max was so gorgeous. You know, people would stop us in the street. People would pull over their car to tell us how cute Max was.
Yeah. There's just nothing beats the golden.
This is it. We just lost 2 friends, actually. No, she's cute. She's just not like stunning in every
Yeah.
way.
I feel like you get a golden doodle because of the allergies or
And the
fur.
practicality. Like you don't have
Yeah.
to,
Doesn't
for
shed
sure, I would much rather have a golden doodle next, even though they're like, let's just all be real. Golden doodles are not as cute as golden retrievers. It's just a fact.
Just facts.
I'm pretty sure most golden doodle parents would agree.
I agree with that statement.
Anyways, that's just my controversial hot take for the day.
All right, now that
We've pissed off the entire dog community.
let's do a fun episode today, my love.
Okay, talk to me about the episode.
That we should do this topic maybe 5 minutes before we started this.
And I begrudgingly said, sure.
So let's go. We are going to take you through what your coaches eat on a daily basis, because I get these questions asked often. What supplements do you take?
Yes.
How much calories do you eat? What are your macros like? What are you eating? How does it change from training season or whatever the heck's going on? And so we'll dive all into this. Susie and I obviously live together, so we have, let's say, similar eating patterns, but I don't think we necessarily eat all the same foods.
Definitely not.
We have different palates as well. Susie likes savory things. I like sweet things.
True that.
And yeah, so we're gonna discuss the difference, and maybe what we'll do is we'll talk more about like what's going on in our life right now. We're recording this in the middle of July 2025. So maybe what we can do is we can just go, maybe you could tell them a little bit about, you want to go first actually? You want me to go first? Maybe let's put you first.
Oh,
Let's
okay.
put you on the spot here.
I feel that
Or do you want me to go first?
Brandon wants to have an intervention with me about my nutrition, and he's just disguised it as
want me to go first?
podcast topic for the rest of you.
Okay, I'll go first.
So, wait till we start fighting. It's coming soon, this episode. Fast forward to 33 minutes and you'll hear us brawl. Just kidding. I have no idea how far into the episode we are. Could be at 34 minutes.
I want this to be a genuine...
We've always told the truth on the podcast.
Yeah.
Why stop now?
Yeah, exactly. So I want this to be like, tell it to them as it is. This way we can
a
break it down.
realistic day in the
and
life.
we can talk about how we can improve. No, I'm kidding. Do you want me to start?
Yeah, let's start with you because I feel like you actually know the answers to these questions. So
I don't know the questions and I don't know the ansers, but
like, what do you eat for breakfast? What do you as soon as you wake up? What happens?
Let's first
after you go
talk
shit.
about like the bathroom break is very important. All right. Well, let's talk about first what we're doing in our life right now. Right now, I am coaching CrossFit 6 days a week, I believe. And I am training both CrossFit and I am also training for a half marathon. So I'm doing about 3 CrossFit training sessions per week and 3 runs per week. Your turn.
Okay, I am
Not a competition.
Whatever you're doing, I'm doing more.
Yeah. I'm doing 18 runs a week and 71 CrossFit workouts. Now, let's just give them a background.
Okay, yeah. I'm working at a desk job 4 days a week.
Yep.
Sitting on my ass.
New job.
Yeah, like 33 hours a week or something of sitting. And then I'm trying to do CrossFit 5 days per week and run 2 times per week.
Nailed it. All right. So that being said, what I'm doing in my nutrition right now is I'm focusing a lot more on carbohydrates and really making sure I have good energy on my day-to-day stuff because the endurance side of running has really picked up quite a bit. I'm running about 33-ish kilometers per week.
Damn.
It's also at this time of year we've gone through these heat waves over the last couple weeks.
Yeah,
it's been
hot.
Extremely hot. Our gym, we do not turn the AC on because that would cost a fortune. So our gym is also extremely hot as well. So when I'm coaching, I'm also sweating quite a bit. So now that you guys have the context of where Coach B is at.
Listeners need to know, though, that Brandon is the Ken doll and he doesn't actually sweat.
I don't know. Did you see me at the end of that run yesterday?
It's true. You were damp.
Yeah, very damp.
But
I'm sweating.
I feel like you could finish like a super hard workout and I look over you and your face is just like dry and like glistening and like,
well, actually,
you're just chilling.
Funny enough, I don't sweat a lot from my face.
I can't relate. Like my hair gets wet.
Yeah, just in terms of like sweat, like I'll sweat everywhere else on my body, but just my face.
Like when you're running, do your eyes burn because your sweat drips into them with salt?
Only recently, only the last couple of weeks have I really started to sweat a lot more from my forehead, but it's not like a crazy amount where...
For me, it's like every run, my eyes burn. And it's so funny because Sasha texted me the other day and she was like, hey, like, what do we do about this? And I was like, yeah, you just suffer.
Like a headband?
As if.
I don't know. Is that not
as if you're going to put on a headband in this heat.
Does that like stop? Because are you sweating from your forehead or are you sweating from your hair?
I'm sweating from every pore in my freaking body.
All right. Noted. So anyways, so I don't sweat so much from my forehead, but anyways.
Yeah, because you're a Ken doll.
So when I wake up in the morning, I usually make
right away.
A coffee. We're talking about food here, though.
Sorry.
I make a coffee, and in my coffee, I put creatine, monohydrate in it. I've been kind of playing around with higher doses of creatine as well. So I've been putting in like 7-ish grams. Because I've been taking this scoop of 5 grams and putting a little bit extra. So I've been playing around with some extra creatine.
I see. No. no, now the truth comes out. You got threatened by my creatine dose that you started having to take more creatine. Well, I'm going to raise your 7 grams and I'm going to take 8 grams a day, bitch. How long you been doing that for, Brandino?
A couple months now. Way before you even started. So yeah, there's been a lot of research showing that there's 5 grams is kind of like the area that will help with like muscle saturation, so getting enough creatine into your muscles. But in terms of like the more cognitive effects, like getting higher dosages, also depending on your body size as well. So I've been kind of playing around with a little bit more.
I have such a teeny weeny body size. So
exactly, yeah.
I only need 5 grams to get the full effect.
So I get creatine in my coffee in the morning. Have not been putting collagen in recently because I've been getting enough protein throughout the day. So creatine in my coffee. I'll also have a glass of water at the same time. So getting like hydration in while the coffee is brewing. I'll just drink
and
one or two
how
glasses
do you
of
take your
water.
Coffee?
Black. That's it. That's all. Nothing else in it
like
besides
a
the creatine.
full-blown adult.
Yeah. So after that, I will make breakfast within the next hour-ish. For breakfast, I will have usually 2 full eggs with about 2/3 of a cup of egg whites to get extra protein. I'll also on the side have a banana and a bagel with, depending on the day, either jam or peanut butter. And on days where I have big runs, then I'll have jam to get a little bit extra carbs in. On days that I'm not running, I'll typically put peanut butter. I'll also, while I'm cooking all that, I'll have a big glass of water and I'll put my greens in there, and then I'll stir that up, and I'll also have vitamin D and omega-3. Right now, because I'm getting a decent amount of sun exposure, I'm taking 2,000 units of vitamin D, so 2 pills, and then every day I take 3 omega-3 pills, so like 3 grams. And then I eat that breakfast up, and it is actually my favorite meal of the day. I put a little bit of Frank's hot sauce on the eggs for a little extra flavoring. And after that, I'll usually have a snack. So like now, mid-morning, around 10-ish, I'll have a snack. That could be a protein bar, an RX bar, some Baby Bell cheeses. It'll be something relatively lighter just to get a little bit of food in to hold me off until lunchtime. Lunchtime, we've been ordering the Factor meals. This has been really great for us. It's a great way to not have to think about cooking and just having a pre-made healthy meal for us that is ready in 2 minutes in the microwave. In the Factor meal, there's usually there's always a protein source. So it could be a piece of chicken, it could be pork, it could be ground beef or turkey, whatever the heck that is. I'm getting a Factor meal that has that with some carbohydrates, and it'll also have some vegetables inside. So a great way to get enough protein in a meal and also get some good micronutrients and carbs at the same time. Depending on when my training is in the day, whether I'm working out later in the morning or early in the afternoon, I will also have a protein shake around that. So after my workout, I will take a protein shake. I just use the Ghost protein with water. That's it. That's all. And I guess that brings us to supper time. And supper time, it's usually something that the wonderful wifey sitting across from me makes us.
Present. And
we always have some source of protein.
For sure.
So whether that's steak, whether that's, again, chicken or pork, we'll always have a dense protein source. And then pretty standard, we'll usually have rice with that or potatoes.
Yep.
So sweet potatoes or white potatoes, whether Susie cooks them in the oven, whether she uses the air fryer to cook them. She usually makes, or the rice in the microwave. And yeah. And then we'll have some sort of veggie source on the side, whether that's vegetables, whether that's a salad of some sort. Susie's pretty good at making a well-balanced, healthy dinner. And then depending on how I'm feeling, depending on where I'm at weight wise, in terms of like whether I'm trying to maintain my body weight, in terms of whether I'm trying to lose a little bit of body weight or even gain, I will have usually something after supper. If I'm trying to lose weight, which I've been doing for the last few weeks, I will have a small teaspoon of peanut butter and just eat that. And I'll try to have that about an hour-ish before bed. Or if I'm like I had like a really hard training day and I feel a little bit more depleted, then I'll even have a bowl of cereal. The cereal we have, do you know the name of it?
It's the cashew cereal.
Is it called cashew? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's like a cashew cereal, and I'll just put some milk in the bowl, and I'll eat that instead of the peanut butter. And sometimes I'll do that if I'm trying to maintain body weight, or if, like I said, I just feel depleted in terms of like energy wise, or you know, like the heat's getting to me or the training's getting to me. Sometimes I'll do double days where I'll do a CrossFit and a run session in, so then I'll need that extra calories, so I'll get I want to get the carbs in from the cereal and the milk.
Sure.
But yeah, that little teaspoon of peanut butter has kind of gotten me to stop the overeating and stop having, like, let's say that bowl of cereal at night, and it kind of ties me through. I find with the amount of coaching and training I'm doing, if I don't get that thing in after supper, which depends on when I finish coaching, supper could be, if I'm coaching during the daytime, it could be around 6 o'clock with Tommy. Or it's after I'm done coaching and it's quite late. It could be around 7:30, 8 o'clock at night.
Yeah, I feel like we eat at such a variety of times, either with Thomas really early or once he goes down really late.
Yeah. And if I don't get something in after that supper, I will wake up throughout the middle of the night pretty hungry. So that's why the nut butter before bed has really helped, or that bowl of cereal, depending on where I'm at. And throughout the day, I'll make sure to drink a lot of water, right? Like I talked about the water first thing in the morning. I talked about my greens. While I'm coaching, I always have a water bottle with me.
Yeah, you're really good.
When I'm drinking, like throughout the day, or when I'm going throughout my day, I'm always drinking water. I'll usually put one, especially now, electrolyte in it. So whether that's the elements we have at the gym, or that's one of the primes that we order, I'll always try to get at least one electrolyte into a bottle of water throughout the day. And I think that kind of wraps it up.
That sounds like a very accurate representation of your...
Yeah, and last thing I forgot to add, it was just like while I'm brushing my teeth, I'll just take a magnesium at night. So that helps with stress. It also helps fall into deeper sleep, and it helps with recovery as well. Boom.
I love it. You're like, you are exactly what you preach. You are fantastic at doing all the things that you say you're going to do. You know what I mean? Like, you really do everything that you just said. Like, it's not like you're putting on a show for people, or once in a while when you're recording your eating, you do it that way. Like, I live with you. I've seen you eat every day for the last like 7 years, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Like,
it's pretty accurate. Yeah. And I actually,
very accurate.
So someone asked me yesterday, oh, do you like, how many calories do you eat? I have no idea how many calories I eat. All I know is that I try to get enough protein throughout the day, and I try to just kind of gauge my satiation based on my training.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm training hard and I'm hungry, then I really try to eat a little bit more. I also try to up my carbohydrate source throughout my meals.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much like a normal day of eating for me, and that's kind of been similar to what I've done for I don't know how many years, like you said. But yeah, and it don't track. I just kind of
go by
free
feel.
ball it.
Woo.
Yeah. And I actually enjoy what I eat. Like the things
I think that's the key.
The things that I eat, it's not like, oh, I have to have eggs again this morning. I love eating eggs, and I'll change the way I cook the eggs. Sometimes I'll have just over easy. Sometimes I'll do scrambled. whatever the heck I want. Sometimes I'll do boiled, but really most of the time I just do some sort of like pan fried avocado oil in the pan and cook it like that.
Yeah, you really do just eat that every day.
It's so good. It's my favorite
I mean,
meal.
it works for you and
Yeah.
you love it, and I love that for you. If people want to now hear what I eat in a day,
Yeah.
you can maybe feel better about yourself if you're not as regimented and as amazing as Brandon at being in tune with your nutrition.
Yeah, let's hear
Because
it.
I feel like I'm a work in progress. Okay.
I don't know about a work in progress. I think you just found what works for you. And so let's go into this, and then we can kind of just talk about, some of the things that works for both of us, because we both live in the same house, but we might be eating different things. So
Yeah, I feel like the only thing that we eat the same is supper, and then the quantities are different. But
Yeah.
when I wake up in the morning, I start with coffee. And I probably don't drink water until way later in the day when I'm like, holy shit, I'm thirsty. I should drink some water.
what do you put in your coffee, my love?
I put 2 scoops of collagen powder, which is like 10 grams of protein.
Yep.
And I put just regular old milk. So,
Half milk, half coffee.
yeah, pretty much. I love milk in my coffee.
Yep. It's good.
So, yeah, that's pretty much it. I start my day with coffee. Now, on the days that I'm working, it's very busy for me in the morning. Like from the second I wake up, trying to get Thomas ready for daycare and trying to get myself ready for the day. And I find that no matter what, when I wake up, like I love breakfast. I'm not somebody who wants to like skip meals, but I don't find that I can like wake up and eat right away. Like I like to be awake for a while and then eat, and I just don't have the necessary like will to wake up earlier to allow myself all of that time in the morning. So typically, I honestly, when I'm making breakfast for Thomas, I'll just eat some of it. So like usually his breakfast has half a banana in it. So usually I just eat the other half of the banana as I'm making him breakfast. And we make him typically like a quick breakfast for Thomas is like yogurt with banana and peanut butter and like some seeds and stuff.
Greek yogurt.
So yeah, Greek yogurt. So when I'm prepping that, I usually just have some banana and dip it in like peanut butter, and like that's about it.
Mm-hmm.
A few spoonfuls of yogurt as I'm making his bowl. So I really don't have like a great breakfast, if I'm honest. I typically just have the remnants of what I'm putting together for Tommy. So yeah, that's my breakfast. Now, when I go to work, I usually bring with me a protein shake to drink at work because I know, like, oh, I didn't eat enough breakfast. I'm going to get hungry. So typically, I'll just have a protein shake at my desk at work. And I usually also bring, like, electrolytes mixed with my creatine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you take your creatine in water, or with water. And
Yeah, so I put my
electrolytes.
whatever it is, 5 milligrams, 1 scoop of creatine in my water, and typically I put like a prime like sachet or an electrolyte sachet in my water too, so that I don't taste the creatine, because everybody who says it doesn't have a taste is a liar. But when you put it in your electrolytes, you don't taste anything. So I found a successful way that I can actually keep taking my creatine. So yeah, typically I'm like a beverage girly at work. I have like a water bottle with my electrolytes and my creatine, and I have a protein shake. And probably around 10 or 11 a.m. I have a second coffee as well. So that's pretty much all I'm consuming until lunchtime is half of Thomas's breakfast and that. Then at lunch, I have a factor meal. So thank God for that. I finally get a proper meal in at some point in the day. So yeah, I usually have whatever it is for the factor meal, like a chicken meal or salmon. They do good salmon meals, whatever. Factor meal for lunch, which is great. Nice, healthy, balanced meal. And then I'll typically have a snack at some point, which will be a protein bar for sure. Whether that was in the morning before lunch or after lunch before supper, like there'll be a protein bar in there. And then usually for me when I get home, depending on when I'm working out or whatever, but I like to drink like a bubbly So like fizzy water, flavored fizzy water.
Yep.
I feel like I've been primarily focused on trying to lose fat at the moment. So when I'm feeling like a little bit either bored, hungry, or snacky, I'll reach more for like a drink of fizzy water, which is like no calories, and it kind of gets my mind off of being hungry. Or if I'm going to walk the dog or just walk the baby when we're not dog sitting, I will bring a bubbly with me, and it kind of like helps with my hydration because drinking water is not a strength of mine. So yeah, that's kind of my go-to snack is, well, it's not a snack. What do you call that? I don't know.
Hydration break. Hydration snack.
Hydration
Check
snack.
in for the hydration.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I usually have at least one, maybe even 2 bubblies like a day. And then in the evening, I have supper, which will be, this is usually a well-balanced meal as well. Either I eat with Thomas or after he goes down for bed, some sort of protein carbs situation. Mm-hmm. And then after supper recently, because I've also been trying to lose fat, so I've been really trying to lean out, which is working for me, is I used to like reach for a bowl of cereal. I feel like that's like a classic for us in the night. Mm-hmm. And I felt like I was just getting like way too many extra calories at the end of the day by doing that. So I started buying these like sugar-free, low-calorie Jellos, which is like 50 calories, little Jello dessert. Super ultra-processed, so like don't, you know... Mm-hmm. I'm not the beacon of perfection over here, but it's 50 calories and it's like a little sweet treat at the end of the day, and it sort of curbs my evening cravings. So I'll have something like that. If I don't have one of those, maybe like a little bit of Greek yogurt or something. And then I go to bed.
Voila.
Usually I chug like a bunch of water right before bed because I'm like, oh shit, I did not drink enough water today. And then I wake up all night peeing. And we do it again the next day.
Yeah, so...
Do you feel like that's an accurate representation of my food?
That's pretty accurate for a day
in
for
life.
you, yeah. Yeah, yours is much more varied.
I really don't eat the same thing in the morning very often.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I'll have like some eggs. Like this morning I had a beautiful breakfast because Brandon made it for me. So you made me like half a banana, a piece of toast with peanut butter and some eggs. So I ate that. But like if you hadn't made that for me, I wouldn't have eaten it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sometimes just with our new schedule, Susie was going into work a little bit later. So when she was walking the dog, I was like, hey, do you want me to just make you some eggs? And
for sure.
So I just whipped her up a nice breakfast. Pretty much the same breakfast I explained. But yeah, just two different styles. We eat similar foods. Though, like we have the factor meal. We each have the factor meal for lunch.
Yeah.
That's been kind of like our kind of quick.
That keeps me balanced.
Yeah, our quick midday health meal, I guess.
People at work have started ordering them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because they see they're like, oh, that looks good.
Yeah, they are delicious. Yeah, and then yeah, I mean, we've done a pretty good job at like communicating and understanding like what to eat for supper. So we're similar in that. I just eat more. than you on the situation. But yeah, you kind of, maybe the listeners hear this, but you're someone who doesn't really focus on what's going into your system as much, you know?
Really, really not focused on it.
Like, you know, like you're conscious, but you're not like focused on it.
Yeah.
Like you've been more focused on it the last few weeks.
Yeah, because I did the Max Body Comp group, which really helped me regain some clarity on my nutrition. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's definitely not my strong suit. It's not something that I'm like passionate about or dedicated to like I maybe should be.
But you can kind of hear like from your situation, you don't like really focus on a breakfast, but you get like really good quality foods at lunch and for supper, and you're trying to make small little improvements on your snack times, like whether you're trying to lose weight in this situation where you're trying to make, instead of grabbing food, you're going for fizzy waters. Instead of going for the bowl of cereal, you're going for the really low calorie Jello dessert that, keeps you full and gives you that little extra after supper, that little treat, let's call it.
Yeah, I feel like also like the thing with that is also you get in a routine of having like supper, and then in our household there's kind of like supper, and then there's like this like desire for dessert, but it doesn't necessarily need to be a dessert, but just like a something else before bed.
Yeah.
And so, you know, trying to cut that out entirely, I find quite difficult. Like I get like, I'm thinking about food too much. And then when I go to bed, I'm thinking about food. So giving myself like a little bit of something between between supper and bed, I find helps me a lot.
And it works really well for you because you're cutting hundreds of calories away from the milk and the cereal.
Exactly.
And, you know, it just kind of satisfies you a perfect amount.
Yeah, I love doing that.
So the reality is that like we eat similar foods, just different quantities of food, and you're much less focused on what's going into your system. But at the end of the day, you're a very high performing athlete. You know, you're training hard on the run.
Say that one more time.
Training hard in CrossFit. You're just starting to get back into running right now.
Yeah. I need to.
All that said, it's like you don't have to focus. You don't have to be like dialed in on your nutrition to do well in sports or in CrossFit or in exercise, you know, things like that in running. But on the flip side, there is a huge advantage if you are focusing on that, especially at like you can go as far as you can with just putting your head down and going hard in a workout.
Right.
But there are moments of like what's left in the tank, right? And I found in CrossFit you can get away more with that. In running you cannot, because especially for like longer endurance stuff, and especially this year too, I've been swallowed up by a couple workouts, let's say, and I find when you're trying to push for longer periods of time at harder efforts, you really, really got to make sure your nutrition is more dialed in versus CrossFit. Like you can get away with doing a strength series of like back squats while not having like necessarily great, let's say, nutrition the last 24 hours. Yeah. And then you can grind it out for a 12-minute Metcon after that.
For sure.
For running, if you have to do a 14K run and you have like 4 of those Ks at like an aggressive pace at the end of the run, like just you suffer. You can't hide from what you ate the day before, and it just eats you out, right? And so 2 different approaches to nutrition. We have similar principles in which we both prioritize protein at our meals. Yeah. We both make sure we get good nutrients into our body, so we make sure we get like good vegetables in. We don't shy away from carbohydrates because we do high intensity training through CrossFit. We do run as well, so we need carbohydrates for this types of exercise. And for both of us, we're always trying to improve on our nutrition in the small little things.
Yeah, like I feel like a big thing that I added is instead of just like sipping on water at work, I'll bring like a protein shake because I'm like, I need to up my protein intake for the day. And I didn't get a good breakfast. So at least if I have a protein shake to sip on, I can sort of counteract against my bad habit of not having a good breakfast.
Yeah. And I don't know about you, but I feel as if I'm not dialing in my nutrition, then I am like just not recovering properly as well. And then I can't bring the same sort of intensity to my next training sessions. I don't know how that feels for you. Yeah,
I feel like you are a lot more sensitive to your nutrition fluctuations than me. Yeah. Like you've always been like, you're somebody who's like greatly impacted if you drink alcohol on the weekend, like whatever. Yeah. Like I had a few too many glasses of wine on Saturday, and like Sunday's run was like a non-issue, you know? So I feel like I feel less of the...
How many glasses of wine did you drink on Saturday?
Like 3.
Are you serious?
I was like tipsy as hell.
I had one beer and I felt gross.
Luca and I finished the bottle of wine. We're just 2 of us.
Oh, no way. Wow.
Anyways, the point being is that like...
Yeah, you were fine.
I forgot I even did that. I'm not as sensitive, I feel like.
Yeah. Interesting.
You're just a sensitive little flower.
It's true. Yeah, for sure. Alcohol to me messes me up. Like my body gets.
I definitely don't encourage like drinking for performance. There's zero chance. Like if I had like a serious training the next day, I would have never drinking those glasses of wine. But I'm just saying that for me, waking up at 6 a.m. the next morning and going for a run is like same.
Yep.
It's probably because I'm always dehydrated.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm used to operating at this level of dehydration.
Yeah. I wonder if your performance is getting so much better now because you've put in such a big focus on your nutrition this last, I don't know, maybe 6 months?
I feel like there's definitely a lot of things that have
The answer
happened.
is yes, absolutely.
I think it's mostly the creatine.
Yeah. Well, how long have you been taking creatine now for? 2 months?
2 months.
Yeah.
I feel like the creatine.
Almost 2 months?
I don't know. Ask Mattis when we started.
Look at the text messages.
We couldn't possibly go back that far.
Yeah.
We'd be scrolling for 2 days to get back to yesterday. I think that taking creatine is a big thing. Increasing my protein is a big thing. And I think the biggest thing that's improved my fitness is that like I've been pushing like an animal in my workouts.
Yep. Yeah, for sure. You know, too often people think that nutrition is just something that's just part of life. It's just you have to eat, you know, you have to eat to survive. But really, nutrition has so many more elements to that, like your mental health, how focused you are at work, like how well you're sleeping at night, you know?
True that.
Like a lot of people are like, man, like I'm having such like a hard time falling asleep at night, and it's just they're eating super high processed sugary foods right before bed or within a couple hours of bed.
That's very true.
Or they're like you know, like, man, like I just have no energy in the morning, and it's like, well, like let's look at your breakfast, and it's like, oh, well, you're eating just sugar
you're
first
just eating
thing in the
straight
morning,
carbs with no fats and protein, and then you're crashing,
and then your energy is like spiking and then absolutely just coming down, crashing hard, right?
Yeah,
so
that was
your
me,
nutrition
for
has
sure.
so much more than just this, well, I need to eat it for pleasure or because I need to survive. It's like, well, actually, like nutrition affects so many different aspects of your life. So I would encourage you guys to dive in and just write down what you think you eat in a day. Take photos of everything you eat in a day and just see like what is going into the system and how can I improve it? Am I getting protein in at every meal? Am I getting good micronutrients through vegetables?
Right.
Am I getting enough carbohydrates? Man, I feel like I'm really low energy. You know, I've been working with a couple clients here, like one-on-one for nutrition at the gym, and their overall weight is dropping. And they're like, man, coach, I'm just feeling so much more energized right now. Like I'm eating well. I feel good at work. I feel good in life. My performance in the gym is just skyrocketing.
Yeah.
But the weight is dropping on the scale. And I don't feel hungry. Like I feel like I'm eating just enough food that's keeping me full. And I'm like, yeah, that's just because we've gotten rid of most of the processed foods.
Yeah.
We've replaced it with mostly whole foods. We've prioritized protein. We haven't shied away from eating good quality carbohydrates.
100%.
And now you're starting to drop weight and you're feeling really good about that. And now you're having more energy throughout the day.
Yeah.
So, you know, just reflecting and assessing like what is actually going into the system and remove the bias of like, well, like I was busy on this day, or like was stressed on that day, or I was on vacation. It's like, well, those can only happen for so long, but you have to really look at yourself on like an average day-to-day basis. It's okay to go for a barbecue on a Saturday night and, you know, have a couple glasses of wine, maybe 3 glasses of wine, and be okay the next day and kind of get right back on it. But it's another thing for it to drag on to Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Okay, I'm going to eat healthy on Thursday, Friday, and then right back into it, you know?
Exactly.
So hopefully this gives you guys a little bit of insight of what your coaches are eating and what's our mindset around nutrition.
Yeah, I think it's good. Also, I think that it's helpful for people to hear that, you know, we're not perfect. And it's not regimented.
No way.
You love what you eat and you found something that works for you.
Mm-hmm.
I am still losing weight consistently right now, and I'm a little bit all over the place with my eating compared to yours. Let's just say, like, I'm I'm clear and I'm not like eating whatever I want, but you can still lose weight without being like super regimented. You just have to follow those principles.
Yep.
You know, like I'm making sure that I get protein. I'm making sure that I eat 3 meals per day and like, you know.
Yep. And you're doing great.
I just need to drink more water, I think.
More water.
I'm very dehydrated. Like this is the only water I've had up until now today, and it's only halfway done and it's 2:30.
It's all right. Still many, many hours left in the day, my love. Chug. Okay, we're going to end the podcast the same way we do every week with Client of the Week.
Pew, 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 pew.
This client has been with us for a few months now.
Couple of monthsies.
A little bit more than a few months now.
A few monthsies.
And they always have a wonderful smile on their face.
They sure do.
They're killing it. They're making some serious progress.
The gains are being gained.
They're lifting heavier weights. They're moving better. They're enjoying it. They're also making less, what do you call it? Less of those jokes that you like to say.
Self-deprecating jokes.
Less self-deprecating jokes. And they just bring a lovely energy to the gym. And that client is Viviane.
Yay, go Viviane.
So Viviane joined us a few months ago. She was referred by Judy, who is another lovely member who has been in China for the last month now.
She should be coming back soon.
Yeah, I think she's coming back in the next couple weeks as well. But both Viviane and Judy are Chinese, and it's been really cool because following Viviane on Instagram.
She's so cute on Instagram.
She's been posting a lot of CrossFit stuff.
She does.
But she's been posting like, she has friends and family back home from China, and she's been posting like TikToks and reels and things like that with Chinese
symbols,
captions. Not symbols. I don't know if you call them symbols, but
I think so.
No, but with like Chinese captions.
Yeah,
so you're seeing
captioning it.
Yeah, so you're like seeing her do clean and jerks, but then you're hearing Mandarin over the top of the video. So
that's so funny. I never even noticed.
Yeah, so it's been really cool. She also invited her boyfriend to the locker room, Yifan.
Very cool.
And he came, and he also brought a friend to the locker room, which was super cool. So both of them trained on the Friday night with the boys.
She's being a positive influence in our community.
Yeah.
Way to go, Viviane.
So she's having like a really good impact, not just on herself, but also on her partner. And now her partner is influencing his friend. So it's just overall
a beautiful domino effect.
So freaking cool. So thank you, Viviane, for being such an awesome person. I always say that, she's like literally a cartoon. She's always laughing. She's always like
she's
cutest
so happy.
little thing. And like
she's so cute.
Like she's always just giggly and bubbly and stuff. So thanks for being so awesome, Viviane. We're lucky to have you here. And if you guys enjoyed this episode, make sure you give us a rating and a review. It really helps get our message out to some new people. We will hopefully, after this episode, maybe get some people from China. Would they listen?
Maybe they'll listen.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool. We have people from all around the world listening, which is pretty epic. And we're closing in on 20,000 downloads. So stay tuned for that announcement.
Wow.
Yep. All right, guys.
Oh my God, our new segment. Nobody wrote to us.
Nobody wrote to us.
Dang.
All right, guys. We'll catch you in the next one. See ya.